Has Been Hotel recently ended its second season this week. If you clicked on this video, then I guess you've already watched the series and you wanna hear more about it. Well, me too. I am Groden Mind and let's yap about what the Has Been Hotel team did to the second season, shall we? I like to start a video with the main antagonist of the season, Vox. I love how the writers wrote him, and he is definitely the most complicated character out of the whole series. His story tells a narcissistic's desire to be the best of the best. It is also shown in his backstory when he was a weatherman, that he killed people just to get higher in the industry and then sabotaged others to make the ratings go up. He's a person who always did everything in his power to make himself look better and to have power just for his ego. And I like how he always been an egotistical person and how he changed in the episodes constantly, growing and growing more ego as the time goes on. In the end, however, he lost and tried to kill everyone, himself as well. If he cannot be on top of the food chain, no one can. At least that is the mindset that was shown in the series. But Charlie and the others made the angelic weapon disappear, so it cannot blow up to destroy hell. His two partners in crime were also pretty interesting. I like how we've seen more of Velvet and Valentino. Both of them have quite a charm around them. Velvet changing her look every time and her attitude brought a lot of entertainment to the show, in my opinion. And Valentino was in the first season set up to be the worst sinner of hell, antagonized real hard, but in the second season we've got to see more of his love life with Vox and, dare I say, his nice side? I definitely feel like they toned his evil side down a bit to make place for Vox, I guess. And yes, he truly loves Vox. And Velvet's and Valentino's loyalty to Vox was a nice touch to the plot, even though Valentino and Velvet backstabbed Vox. Kinda. Because when he wanted to destroy Hell, they quickly stopped him and helped Charlie and the overlords out to save their asses. They don't wanna die, just because Vox desperately wants Alastor dead, you know. I think Vox needs to see his colleagues more than objects he can control, because as Alastor said, he'd be powerless without the other VEES. And that is completely true. Notice how every time he wants to do something, he makes others do his bidding. That's why Baxter hacked him really easily, because he worked for him and he knows his vulnerability, but Vox knows nothing about Baxter. Or when he had to beg for Carmilla to help him create an angelic weapon. And I am actually relieved to see Vox alive, since it would be a great storyline to see him get redeemed in the future. But I do wish that they would have a little bit more consequences to their actions. As I cooperated it, there was nothing that can be considered truly a negative to the VEES. They could just walk out of the crime scene easily. But now it's not Vox who is the main face of the corporation, since every sinner saw him being a selfish and manipulative being. So they quickly switched the face of the company to no one but Valentino. Now it's time to talk about everyone's favorite fanfic ship, Alastor and Vox. Ever since we saw the VEES, mainly Vox, he was supposed to be the antagonist for Alastor. In season 1, we saw Vox's more whinier side when he saw Alastor in the first time since he left 7 years ago. And it kinda shows how petty he really is, I mean, he's still pissed to Alastor after 7 years. In the first season, we couldn't really take him seriously when he was on camera. All he did was talk about Alastor. And I like how Alastor called Vox out on why you're so obsessed with me. And yeah, it's totally true, since Alastor is the only person who Vox is seeking a validation from. When we saw that flashback to them talking in a bar, he wanted to be a team with Alastor, but he rejected him hardly. The worst thing he can say is no, right? So I kinda understand why he hates his guts this much. One thing that I have noticed in Vox is that his music style is constantly changing. I feel like he's a character that sings in a lot of genres, and it actually makes sense for his character. He is the ultimate manipulator who makes everything in order to get allies, so he sings to the people based on what vibe he wants to give off, or who he sings the song. Sometimes he has a Broadway song, mainly when he talks to the audience. When he has a rock song, it is supposed to be his "I'm evil" song. Other times, electro and pop as well. Electro is probably because of him being connected to the internet and electricity, and I think he sings in a pop genre when the other VEES are present, but maybe I'm just talking out of my ass here. And in the Bed With Us song, he had country, classical and electro, pop and Latin too, to fit the Overlord's vibe. The writers said no to having only one genre, but the Camellas part was kinda racist. I mean, Vox is a little bit racist in my eyes. Oh, and in the Vox Die song, he literally copied Lucifer's parts in Vox Populi to sound more threatening to the angels. God, you can't help but love this unoriginal TV head. And here is the final art of the video. I hope you will like it. And what do you guys think about Vox? I think he is the most complex character in the entire series, as I said earlier, and the way he was written really showed how an egotistical person's own ego is the worst thing that hurts the most. But I'm invested in what your opinion is about it. If you enjoyed this video and you wanna see more of me, then why not consider subscribing? It helps my channel out a lot, and I will love you for decades if you do so. But anyways, hope I see you soon, but until then, have an amazing week and goodbye!